Hello there, my name's Andrew Mason from the School of Arts and Communication here at the University of Southern Queensland.
Thomas Barnhausi, Faculty of Health, Engineering and Science, obviously from the same university.
And we're here to talk to you about the films in the Friday at the Flicks film season for 2017 here at the Artsworks Theatre at the USQ. And the film that we're talking about today is The Wave from 2008, Thomas.
I think so, yeah, absolutely right.
Or Die Welle, I think. Die Welle,
that's right. So it's a German film. On the surface, it's a fairly simple story about a fairly disinterested school teacher who'd been tasked to basically introduce students to equally uninterested students to the concept of history and specifically within history to talk about totalitarian regimes or hierarchical sort of societies. Yeah. And instead of just talking, lecturing about it, he decides to basically implement a fairly frightening experiment, which is to introduce to the students of the concept that they're somehow different, somehow better than the rest of the school, and they need to wear uniforms from now on.
Well, that sort of builds the group cohesion. If
absolutely.
Part of a group, all wearing the same uniform.
Absolutely. They introduce a special greeting to each other, which have frightening memories, obviously.
Now, why do you say that frightening memories? Is because this harks back a little bit to some of the darker aspects of Germany's political past.
For sure. So it's basically has clear references to Germany's past. Yeah. Obviously, around issues around the Second World War.
Yeah.
But more importantly, to me, the film is very important, especially today, when we see that countries, obviously not to that extent, but going down on that slippery slope of feeling isolated somehow better, they need to protect themselves, they need to separate themselves from the rest of humanity. And I think it's a very dangerous concept. So, it doesn't necessarily lead to that kind of extremism, but it's basically the start.
So the film in that way is a microcosm. It shows a little experiment in a classroom that just goes on and on.
Absolutely.
But you're saying that could be looked at as a global political message from that.
Definitely. Yeah. So apart from obviously dissecting some of the issues, as we said, around the Second World War, I think it has clear references for the future and the danger of these ideas and the fact that these ideas somehow, after a while, basically have their own life. They get out of hand. So in the film, quite appropriately, after a while, the leader themselves who introduced these concepts.
That's the school teacher.
That's the school teacher who become the leader, obviously. He loses control. So basically, the students kind of internalize these concepts, and there is nothing to stop them after a while. So I think that's the message. Yeah. That's the danger with that kind of isolating ideas.
It's very interesting and compelling questions raised by that film. That's The Wave, a film made in 2008, but part of our film series for this year, and that's on Friday the 19th of May at 6:30 p.m. in the Artsworks Theatre here at USQ Toowoomba campus. And then after the film, we might need to relax a bit.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I don't want to give the false impression that it's a very heavy film. I mean, it's still a very entertaining film.
Yes.
But it's certainly, if you watch it with the right mindset, will trigger some ideas. But to counter it, to cheer ourselves up after the film, we will have a glass of wine or a couple of glasses of wine and basically have a little bit of finger food and we will be talking about the film. So I really hope that you will join us and enjoy not just the film but the nice company after.
And we can discuss it more then.
Absolutely.
So that's Friday the 19th of May, 6:30 p.m. If you'd like to know more information, check out the Artsworks website.